What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, then welcome to my channel. My name's Jackson Desjardins, and I'm here to help you build your absolute super self, whether that's physically through trying to lose weight, put on some muscle, or that's mentally through eliminating some of your limiting beliefs and opening up your mind to exactly what's possible for you. Transparent Labs just sent me this new, half gallon. I'm used to drinking a gallon of water every single day, but I'm switching to the half gallon because I just gotta fill it up twice, and they've got this cool blue logo right there on the front of it. I'm all about it, and the nipple on the top is much easier to sip from. I just enjoy it. Head over to Transparent Labs. Whatever you get, use code Jackson, save yourself 10%, support your boy. You guys know the drill. And guys, this one's for the boys because in this video, we're talking about my 4 rules for guys in their 20s. But why would you listen to me? Well, if you're new on my channel, I've got quite the underdog story as far as being at rock bottom, being 100 pounds overweight, getting dumped, and just being in a terrible place in my early 20s. Because look, I know how it is trying to maintain this facade of being an alpha male and trying to keep up with the guys around you. But without further ado, my 4 rules for guys in their 20s. And this really applies to most men in general, or most people in general, but specifically you young bulls in your 20s, get you that much closer to cashing checks, snapping necks. No, I'm just playing. Maybe not. I don't know. All right, guys, 4 rules for guys in their 20s. Rule number 1, don't be afraid to be vulnerable, brother. It's pretty much commonly accepted nowadays that men aren't allowed to be emotional a lot of the time, or at least they believe that they can't. Look, gentlemen, I get it. We're men. We want to come across as strong, courageous, and sometimes untouchable. And because of this, sometimes we think of sharing our emotions as being wicked weak. Crying is weak. But I'm here to tell you that in reality, it takes courage to be able to be vulnerable with somebody. It takes courage to be a man and show that you're in touch with your emotions, because it could be seen as weak from other men and you could get judged for it. And guys, look, you trying to be this alpha male figure is literally making you have lil bitch syndrome because you're afraid of being judged by everybody else. In the wise words of Tywin Lannister, a lion does not concern themselves with the opinion of sheep. I'm not saying that you have to see others as less than you at all. But what I am saying is that you need to understand that what people think about you does not matter. Trust me, I spent most of my life up to this point worried about what other people are going to think of me. Therefore, I wouldn't be my authentic self and I would hide my emotions. And the cold reality of being vulnerable with somebody, okay, is there's a risk. It's scary to be in touch with yourself and share that with others. But if you want to be fulfilled in this life and you want to have genuine connections with others, you must remember that when you're vulnerable with others, that not only builds trust in them because you're able to confide in them, but they start to trust you because you are able to confide in them. It's a two-way street here. When I started dating my girlfriend Chloe, her first time she ever got in my car, she was explaining herself to me. She was like, I'm kind of like an onion. And I was like, onion, okay. I mean, I like onions, so I guess that's why we're still together. But regardless, ever since she started dating me and she peeled back those layers and actually uncovered and got vulnerable with me because she could, she is now more successful than she's ever been. And you can be the exact same way, gentlemen. Don't just think that it's for women. We're all chasing that alpha male status, right? And speaking of being an alpha male, we're going on to rule number 2, which is redefine alpha. So to those of you who don't know, I went to James Madison University in Harrisonburg, Virginia, here in the US, and I'll never forget when I pledged a fraternity in the beginning of 2017. I didn't know anything about it. I just knew that, oh, well, this is the way to get in parties and this is the way to get respected among my peers in a certain social sense. So I was like, I'm trying it. And while I was pledging, it was such an interesting experience for me because I saw that all these guys wore this mask of masculinity and they would not be themselves. The only actions or social interactions that they would have was all based on how they would be seen. They would do and say things not based on what they were actually thinking, but based on how it would be interpreted by other men in the fraternity. The kind of guys that I'm talking about are considered, in my opinion, the fake alpha, okay? The ingenuine alpha. We all know that guy, right? Emotionless, gets lots of women, and he doesn't treat them very well. And he has this persona of I can't be touched. Nothing really bothers me. I don't care about anything, right? It was so interesting when I would go to parties with these guys because right when they would start to get drunk, the real them would come out, right? Because they're not wearing this mask anymore. So I would be able to see right through them. And I actually found that I liked some of these guys when they weren't wearing their freaking mask and this fake facade, right? You don't have to keep that mask on. You don't have to pretend to be this person. They're gonna wear this mask of trying to get everybody to believe that they're the shit when they don't really believe it. Whereas a confident person is so confident in themselves that they can be themselves and be comfortable about that. And since they are so comfortable in their own skin, other people start to respect them and it's authentic. If I could have learned this earlier on, it would have saved me so much pain and frustration because I would have been able to finally just be me and stop just being the person who everybody else else wanted me to be. Now, rule number 3 is gonna be smile more. As a young man, it's really easy to fall into the trap of the hustle culture and sleep when you die culture, right? And while I have nothing wrong with the grind, trust me, I believe in having fun instead of getting after it. Jackson, you can't have fun. You've got to grind. Put your head to the grindstone. That mindset is what's screwing you up. You got to drop that before you get to your late 20s, because then it's going to be ingrained in you. It's not about falling in love with the hustle and only working for results or anything like that. It's about living in the moment. Focus on controlling what you can control and grind with a smile. I've said it all the time. Find your happy grind, guys. Be present. The future is just an illusion, and the only thing that you actually have right now is the present. From the wise words of Kung Fu Panda, there's a saying, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Guys, think about it. Anything that you love to do, you only love it because it keeps you completely in the moment. I don't care if it's playing an instrument, playing Fortnite, playing Warzone, having sex, Christmas morning, I don't care. Whatever you love it because it allows you to be completely in the moment while you're doing it. You're not thinking about anything else. So try not to live in the past or the future and just be absolutely present. Focus on being happy while you're grinding, and your time is coming, young king. But remember that today is all you've got. You can live in it now, or you can die wondering why it never came. All right, guys, now rule number 4 is gonna be stop chasing recognition. I know that most of you gentlemen would never admit this, but I'm willing to bet that for the majority of your life, that your worth was dependent on how others saw you. Most men, while attempting to be the alpha male, will only act in ways that will be seen positively from other males. They're not acting authentic, they're not being themselves, and their worth is based on how other people see them. Guys, girls, doesn't matter. So be authentic. You will not only enjoy life more, but you will be respected by the other men, and you can get that alpha male status because you're so confident and content in yourself. When you own being you, people will not only respect you more, but you will be so much happier and you will be so much more productive. You will grind better. Everything in your life will improve. Take me, for example. I wear tight pants, I'm in love with competitive Super Smash Bros. Melee, and I enjoy playing Monopoly with my boys on a Friday night drinking ginger ale, not going out to the club. Some would classify this as being lame, but not me, so who cares? The people who judge you for being you are uncomfortable in their own skin, so brother, stop worrying about it. You've gotta like yourself and you've gotta own it. Does that mean that if you're out of shape right now, you gotta get ripped? Maybe, so be it. For me, it definitely did. When I hated myself when I was fat, I had to get that level of physical fitness so I could start being confident in myself. So guys, I know it's tempting to try to be who all the boys want you to be, or try to be who all the girls want you to be. But once you be who you want to be, that's when you will get respected and you will be able to achieve that level of alpha male. And speaking of becoming who you want to be, I'm running a program called the Fat to Fit Mentorship, where I'm helping men lose weight, get in line with who they want to be, and build their super self. So if you're ready to change your life, then click that first link down below, book a call, and let's see if we would be a good fit to work together. I'd love to be your Sherpa on your way to becoming your best self. So guys, on that note, if you're still with me, then that means you're a real one and I appreciate you. So if you're not subscribed already, then be sure to subscribe to my channel for more content just like this. I love helping people become their absolute best super versions of themselves. And if that's something that you're interested in, then I'd love to have you a part of my channel. So on that note, guys, I'm gonna leave you like I leave you every single video. Let's keep getting better together. Let's keep on grinding. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Yeah.